Hi, this is Big Freak 727 with the answers and questions video. Finally, I put all the questions in my iPad so that I can just read them off instead of switching screens every time. So the first question comes from Kokimoto Sundial. How are you so good at combos? I'm not that great at combos really. I just go with fighting games that have the easiest combo systems. Street Fighter will not be one of them because that game is really strict on combos, and you have to like do one frame links. I don't know how someone expects me to be able to catch one frame with my eyes. It's just I don't see it. Fighting games that I play usually include stuff like Mortal Kombat, where it's just dial combos. You press buttons in order. The Marvel series, which has the Magic series system, which is like light to heavy. That I can do. That's pretty easy, and it really just depends on the character. Magic series will have something like zigzag, which is from jab all the way to fierce and roundhouse. Stronger, which is jab short, fierce. Jab, strong, fierce, or short, forward, roundhouse. In any of those orders, stuff like that. That I can follow. But for street fighting games where you have to link things in a frame of in like a very short amount of time, I don't bother with that. The second question is, how long does it take to master a character in any fighting game? That depends on their moves, really. A fighting game like Guilty Gear, like say Dizzy, the girl with the tail, she has weird ass fighting super move commands. I will not bother with that because they're just way too long and I don't know how to buffer those moves and combos. But if it's like characters like Ryu, Kuma, and Ken, those are easier. Assuming they're in Marvel MVC2 form, stuff like that. Usually I have more than one character I like to master, just in case one doesn't work. I usually pick characters that are like somewhat similar to each other, like Scorpion, Sub-Zero, stuff like that, or Ryu, Ken, Akuma. The length that it takes me really depends on how much time I'm willing to put on the game. Well, that's pretty much a given. But I usually do more stuff than just fighting games, like Mega Man, stuff like that. Let's see your third question. Do you like Dragon Ball Z games such as Budokai and Infinite World? I like Budokai 2 and 3, and then they started releasing way too many Budokai games that I just couldn't keep up, and I stayed with just 1, 2, and 3. The only thing I don't like about those fighting games is that they feel clunky and they feel like they're forced animations. I don't know why, but it just doesn't feel natural like all the other fighting games I've played. Yes, it does have dial combos like Mortal Kombat does, but they're preset and they don't always connect like they're supposed to. Yeah, Kokimoto's last question is, what is your favorite fighting game? That is a toughie. Let's see. I have a list really, but I didn't put it on my iPad. I suppose number 3 would have to be Rival Schools, along with Project Justice. I put those two in the same category. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 would be my second favorite, and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 will be my first. See, Ray of Lightning asked, "How long have you been a gamer?" There's a long history about that. I used to be real as a kid when I was like 11. I used to be really into Ninja Turtles, the toys. So I didn't really pay much attention to video games at that time. I just played with the toys as a kid, as most kids would. Um, my brother introduced me to Street Fighter. I kind of played here and there. Didn't really take the game seriously. That is until Mortal Kombat came out, and that pretty much caught my attention because it had unique characters. Yes, it had this ninja and that ninja, like different powers, but it's like the same concept as Ken and Ryu from Street Fighter, but they didn't really exactly have the same moves. Like Ryu and Ken had fireballs, hurricane kicks, and what do you call it? Shoryukens, uppercuts. Sub-Zero and Scorpion did not have that. They were completely separate. Sub-Zero would have the ice, the slide, but Scorpion would have teleport punch and spear. That's what I like from fighting games. They're not entirely clones of each other. The characters, that is. Up until Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, that's what I used to play a lot. And then came the Marvel series, which really caught my eye as well. I played the hell out of those games because I like the fact that the characters have super moves, where Mortal Kombat had not caught on to that until now. So yeah, from like the 90s to now, that's when I started playing fighting games and video games in general. I did play Mega Man. The first Mega Man was really freaking hard. I didn't like that one that much. Yeah, people are gonna disagree with me, but to each their own. I like Mega Man 2 all the way up to Mega Man 8. Let's see what else. I did take breaks from video games when I had problems with school and such. My friends wanted me to do sports in school. I didn't like any of the sports because they're all freaking baseball, football, this ball, that ball, so typical that I just didn't care. I really wish that the school still had gymnastics because that sport is more fun to me. It's not so typical as all the other ones, but that's on a different topic. Let's see. Oh, someone posted on Facebook. What is your favorite fighting game of all time? I already answered that question, sort of. I don't really have one. I have several, but I guess I'll have to say Marvel vs. Capcom 2. What is your favorite game system? I'm on the same boat as that on that. I have more than one gaming system that I like games on because it has a variety of games. I started with Super Nintendo, moved on to Sega Genesis, PlayStation 1, that had a ton of good games. PlayStation 2, then I had a Dreamcast, which I really like King of Fighters 99 on that. It was the perfect port. The PlayStation 1 version of King of Fighters 99 sucks ass. Don't bother with that. Let's see. I like PS3. GameCube. GameCube was by far my favorite console. I'll say that. And we had some good games, but I don't like the fact that I'm forced to whirl my stupid little remote. So I look for games that don't require me to use that. And the final question is, are you going to make more combo videos? This one came for Mr. Blackboy 21 full. I'll make some more down the line. Right now I'm not really focusing on combo videos, mostly because I wanted to take a break from that and I wanted to do other games to cover on my channel. And I'm taking gym, so that kind of takes time away from my video games, which I do enjoy the gymnastics class I'm going to. I love it. It's part of my weight loss program that I'm going through. Going to the gym is just boring sometimes. I don't lose weight when I'm at the gymnastics class, I'm having fun while at the same time I'm working to lose weight. It's not just work and that's it. So far those are all the questions that I have on my iPad. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. Just make sure they're not offensive questions like why you fat, stuff like that. Your question will not be answered as soon as I see that it's offensive to me. So yeah, thank you for asking questions. Feel free to ask more and I'll probably make another video. Yeah, thank you.